Hey there nation, and welcome to the show where we help you to play miniatures wargaming on a budget. It is I, Commander Cheapskate, and welcome to Way of the Underhive, your ultimate guide to Games Workshop's gritty and immersive skirmish game, Necromunda. Whether you're brand new to the dark depths of Hive Primus or a veteran looking to sharpen your skills, this series is your go-to resource for mastering all aspects of the game, from gang warfare to campaign strategies. We've got you covered. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about playing a House Orlock gang in your games of Necromunda Hive Secundus. In this video, we'll talk about the playstyle for this gang and give you 4 starting rosters for each of the different types of gangs that you can put in the Hive Secundus campaign. And because this video will be a little more of a deeper dive, I will put time descriptions in the description box down below so that way you can navigate to the part of the video that interests you the most. So that being said, let's talk about playing the House of Iron in your games of Necromunda Hive Secundus. So the playstyle that I've put together for these starting rosters, there's going to be lots of shooting at all ranges, so you'll be able to go from close range shooting from anywhere between base contact to 6 inches, up to 12 inches as well for medium range shooting, 24 inches and longer as well. We're also going to use our Abyssal Ferryman team to shore up any weaknesses that this gang have, as long as you're playing a game that can actually utilize a Abyssal Ferryman team as well. There's also a decent sized gang as well with about 8 fighters per roster, but there's still enough room for you to grow and develop your gang as you want to, and you're going to have to be very aggressive in your tactics in order to defeat your enemies. It's going to require a lot of close range shooting as well as medium range combat, so do keep that in mind when you create this list. And because of that, this list is not exactly for the squeamish. So up first, let's talk about the Shipbreakers, which is going to be your Archeotech Allegiance. It's going to cost you 1,000 credit starting roster for these guys. The idea and the narrative behind these characters is that the Shipbreakers are a crew of Orlocks that go out to the depths of ash waste as well in the Hive Secundus looking for scrap pieces of tech that they can salvage and bring back to sell to the Underhive. Hence the name, the Shipbreakers. They're really good at getting into locations they're not supposed to be getting into and getting out with the loot. So let's go and talk about your first 1,000 credit starting rosters for Archeotech Hunters. So up first, let's talk about your leader, Handsome Jack Talon. He's going to be an Orlock Rogue Captain. He's going to cost you 230 credits. Now, Orlock Rogue Captains, in my opinion, are some of the best leaders that are available to a gang in Necromunda. They got decent weapon skill, ballistic skill 3+ apiece. They got 5-inch movement. They got, average strength and toughness. But aside from Ironhead Squat Prospectors, they're the only gang leader that's got 3 wounds, so they're extremely survivable. Plus, they got 2 attacks base. And not to mention, their psychology stats are also really good too, with 4+ leadership, 5 cool willpower as intelligence. Rogue captains are the beast, and that's why I love these guys. I may seem kind of biased towards Orlock because I might be an Orlock player myself, but I think they're just the best all-around gang in Necromunda. There's a lot of things they can do, and they can do it quite well as well. So let's go and talk about his equipment loadout real quick. So first of all, he's going to take mesh armor, and the reason why is because that way he got 5 up armor save, which is going to be kind of important to keep this guy alive. At the same time as well, you also have a combo weapon. We got bolter as well as a grenade launcher with frag grenades. Your frag grenades are a great versatile weapon that you can use to destroy and pin enemies as well. At the same time, a bolter is no slouch either. And my suggestion to you is as soon as possible, get stun grenades for that grenade launcher. The reason why is because yes, it gives you rapid fire. It may not seem all that important, but it does have the concussion special rule, which requires your enemy vehicles to take handling tests, which can be really important for you to get that. That's the reason why I recommend doing that as well. At the same time, you're also going to take servo claws because those things are amazing as well, the way they can kind of just destroy people in close combat as well. And we're giving the fixer skill so that way you generate D3 times 10 credits every single time participating in a battle report. And we're taking the Too Pretty for Primus big name as well. The reason why is because if that fighter is on the battlefield, it earns 2d6 times 5 credits to your stash, so potentially you guys get up to 60 credits or 90 credits if you combine a fixer skill as well. However, if a double is rolled, though, those credits are added to your opponent's stash, but them's the breaks. After that, we have Catra One-Shot Maxwell Hawk. She's another one of your guys' Warlock or Road Sergeants at 225 credits. She's got 6 up save with the flak armor. Mining Laser, which is a powerful and accurate shooting attack with a strength 9, causes 3 damage. Really good against using against soft targets as well as vehicles. She's got auto pistol for a backup weapon as well as nerves of steel, which will help her skip pinning if she passes a cool test, which is going to happen a lot to her because she's going to be shot at quite a bit. And she has the one-shot big name, which means that once per battle, she can choose to automatically hit with a ranged weapon attack, provided the weapon, of course, doesn't have the rapid fire or the blast trait. Now, you do have to take that shoot action. However, if that fighter can't take a shoot action, though, you have to do so every single turn. But that's such a big deal, though, because if you keep this character on a mount on a vehicle, they'll be able to get those shots off. At the same time, you should be shooting this character anyways whenever you get the chance. After that, we have Iron Stare Alistair, which is one of your Orlock Arms Masters. Orlock Arms Masters. What can you say about the Orlock Arms Masters? They're one of the best champions that are available out there for your gang. I mean, these guys are absolutely fantastic. They bring a lot of buffs to your gang. It also makes them really dangerous as well. They got decent survival stats for their combat stats. They got excellent psychology stats for a champion. And at 165 credits, you really can't beat that. This guy's got a 6-up armor save as well as a combat shotgun with salvo and shredder ammo, which is absolutely fantastic. He also got the Rule of Iron skill, which means you make it -2 subtracted from bottle tests, so your gang sticks around longer. He's also given this shotgun savant special rules that way you can apply his short range modifier to his long range modifier for his combat shotgun, especially using salvo rounds, which is really great. And then of course we have Iron Stare to make it a little more survivable, so that way your opponent has to take a psychology test if they want to shoot at this character. Then we have Nora Napalm, Orlock Wreckers, another great fighter as well in the gang. It costs 85 credits for this character. They're packing a stub gun as well as a chainsword. The chainsword is quite nice because the Orlock Wrecker only has got a 5 armor weapon skill, but when combine that +1 bonus to hit with that chainsword, it's going to drop it back down to 4 up. Plus it's got parry and chainswords are amazing. Plus it's got that jump booster, it's going to allow you to move across the battlefield very quickly. And if you charge in close combat, it's going to make you strength 4 when you strike with that chainsword. And because one Wrecker is not enough, we have Sasha the Slasher, who's going to be another Orlock Wrecker at 85 credits. Once again, equipped with the auto pistol this time, as well as a flail. Now, flail will not help you able to hit, but it will be able to give you entangled against your enemies, which means they can't parry against the attack. Plus, it gives you additional strength in close combat, and when combined with your jump booster, your strike has strength 5, which is absolutely fantastic. And then we have Joker Reigns, an Orlock Gunner. It's going to be 120 credits. This is going to be your specialist for your gang. They got flak armor for a 6-up armor save, a grenade launcher with frag and crack grenades because grenade launchers are amazing. And we're giving this guy the specialist special rules so that way he can upgrade himself like normal when you guys actually get upgrades for your character. And lastly, what gang would be complete without some Orlock Greenhorns? We got 2 of them. We have the Axe Jack as well as the Hatch Cutter. The Orlock Greenhorn, the Axe Jack's going to cost you 40 credits. The Stub Gun, the Hatch Cutter costs 50 credits with an auto pistol. My suggestion to you, of course, is to get these guys close combat as soon as possible. A 2-headed axe would be really great for the Axe Jack. Chain swords will also be really great for these guys as well. Get them some specialist ammos like Man Stopper rounds or Dum Dum rounds. You'll definitely be able to put the hurt on your opponents with that strength 4 shooting attack. And because you're also playing Archeotech Hunters, you can take an Abyssal Ferryman team. In my opinion, whatever Enclave matches your playstyle should be the ones you want to go to. I like Tinkerers as well as Survivors the most for myself, just because you get the additional credits with the Tinker Enclave, and you also get the ability to actually do a medical mission with the Survivor Enclave. However, though, if you're really about collecting exploration points to kind of help you out between the different phases of the Secundan campaign, Explorers are great. Hunters are great too because roaming horrors are the thing you got to worry about, so pick whatever Enclave matches you the most. Now let's talk about your Ferryman team. We got Titus Sakoban, who's going to have a 5-inch wind allowance, 4+ weapon skill, 3+ ballistic skill, strength and toughness, 2 wounds, 2 initiative, 3 attacks, 7 leadership, 6 cool, 7 willpower, as well as 7 intelligence. This guy's going to be your Ferryman skipper. He's got a mesh armor for a fire armor save, as well as a plasma pistol and a shock whip, so that way he can do versatile close combat attacks and use that plasma gun as well. We're giving this guy photon flash grenades because that 3-up ballista skill will be able to get those flash grenades off and take away enemy activations. He's also got a refractor field for 5 aboard save, and we're giving this guy the parry skill to keep him a little more survivable in close combat. Then we have Dottie Sabadarm, which is going to be your Ferryman rig hand. He's got 5-inch wound allowance, 4+ weapon skill, 4+ ballistic skill, 3 strength, 4 toughness, 3 wounds, 5 initiative, 2 attacks, 8 leadership, 8 cool, 8 willpower, as well as 7 intelligence. This character's got a 6-up armor save with flak armor, as well as a grenade launcher with frag and crack grenades, which is a great versatile weapon to use, and a power axe to use in close combat as well. And we're also giving this character the fast shot ability so that they can shoot twice with that grenade launcher. And then we have Sinrin the Gospel Wrath, which is going to be your Ferryman steersman. Equipped with the custom rig, it's got a grenade launcher with frag and crack grenades as well, so that way you can really maximize sending out those frag grenades, or more important, those crack grenades against harder targets as well. It's got a long last for nice long range shooting at strength 4 attack, a transport bed to transport your fighters, ram so that way you can ram into your enemies, a redundant drive system as well as an engine shell, and it is a turn over engine just in case you take some damage on this vehicle. And that's going to make your 1,000 credit Abyssal Ferryman team for this one, as well as for your Archeo Hunters gang. On the flip side, this is going to be the Shipbreakers taking a Malstrain Allegiance this time around, and once again costing 1,000 credits. These guys can represent some foes that just kind of live in the Secundan inclusion zone and command some kind of way to kind of survive in those hellish depths. Now, to be perfectly honest, it's going to be exactly the same as the Archeotech Allegiance, but we're going to change some things around a little bit. First of all, when it comes to your greenhorns, the hatch cutters are going to be eliminated from this roster. However, though, you're going to upgrade the Axe Jack with 2 stub guns instead of 1, and that guy's going to cost 45 credits. Now, on the Malstrain Allegiance, you get 400 credits to make your fighters, and this is where your money's going to go to. It's going to go to 2 Orlock Iron Ridders. We got Butch and Sundance. It's going to cost 225 credits. They're mounted on an Outrider quad with a harpoon launcher, and the exact same loadout for Tango and Cash as well. This way, you maximize the number of Iron Riders you have on the battlefield, as well as the harpoon launchers to kind of drag people out of vehicles, also impale enemies. It could be all kinds of fun for you as well. And that's going to make your 1,000 credit Malstrain Allegiance roster. The next list is going to be the Shipbreakers, but this time as a Secundan Incursion gang instead. It's going to cost you 1,000 credits, and we'll be taking a Spire Hunter leader to lead this gang. And your leader is going to be Correa Ymir Ulanti. He's going to be a Yelled Spire Hunter. He's going to be the leader of your gang at 220 credits. The reason why we're taking a Yelled Spire Hunter is because they can fly around and they can also provide some really good shooting attacks in order to protect your fighters. Your gang is pretty rapid movement with the vehicles that it's taking, so how your guy just kind of flying around causing problems seems like a great way to use this character. They have a Yelled Hunting Rig as well as Yelled Rings for close combats, as well as a Fly Special Roll, paired Yelled Missile Gauntlets with a 30-inch range and Strength 4, and we're giving this character the Gunfighter skill, so they can fire both those weapons without suffering that -1 to hit against with that Twin Guns Blazing rules. Once again, Katra one-shot Maxwell Hawk, she also makes a return again. It looks exactly the same way and using her exactly the same way as before on our very first list. Iron Stare Alistair also makes a return again, so your Orlock Arm Master equipped exactly the same way at 165 credits with exactly the same loadout, and we're using this character exactly the same way we did in our previous list. And same thing with Nora Napalm, she's going to be a Wrecker, equipped exactly the same way and used exactly the same way as before. Sauce the Slasher also makes a return, and same thing with Joker Reigns, equipped exactly the same way as the very first roster, and you could be utilizing the same exact method that you'd use them for the very first roster in your battles as well. Slightly different list though. The Axe Jack does make a return. Once again, it's got paired stub guns at 45 credits, and the reason why is we had to lose one of your guys' greenhorns because we're taking a Spire Hunter in your gang as well. Your Secundan Inclusion gang is going to use exactly the same Ferryman team as before with Titus Sakoban as well as Dottie Sabradarn. We're going to use them exactly the same way as before. And the same thing applies to Sinner and the Gospels route. They're equipped exactly the same way as before, and you're going to utilize them the very same way as you would on the tabletop. And the very last list could be your Malstrain Corrupted gang. Going to be with 1,000 credits roster, starting roster this one as well. And this one's actually very different than the other Malstrain Corrupted lists I've actually made up to this point. And the reason why that's the case is because we're not going to take any additional Malstrain fighters in this list. We're just going to have exactly the same Archeotech Hunters list that we had before, except we're upgrading a little bit by making your leader into a Psyker. The reason why is because, like I've said before, Orlock War Captains have that 5 up willpower stats, so it's going to be really easy for them to get psychic abilities off. So you're giving this guy the Malstrain Discipline with Catalyst, so that way you can cause some additional attacks in case any of your fighters go out of action as well. Catcher one-shot Max Hawk also makes a return, and she's going to be doing exactly the same thing as before. The same applies with Iron Stare Alistair as well as Nora Napalm. Those two fighters also make a return. They're going to be used through all the different rosters in this video. At the same time, Sasha Slasher, she also makes a return, and same thing with Joker Reigns, who fulfilled the exact same roles as before in the other rosters. And finally, finishing out our rosters, we got Butch and Sundance as well as Tango and Cash, which was exactly the same before. Unfortunately, we did have to lose the Axe Jack Greenhorn just because you wanted to have that psychic upgrade for your leader. So a very small list, very elite list, but a very hard-hitting list nonetheless. Alright, so there you guys have it. This is going to be your guys' gang for House Orlock in your campaigns of Hive Secundus. It is a bit of a smaller gang, especially as you go through the different rosters, but you have room to grow and to customize your gang any way you want to as well. They're pretty hard-hitting for what they can do, and I think they can fulfill a lot of different roles for your gang and be quite successful on the tabletop as well. And of course, I will be making more videos like this for all the different gangs available for Necromunda, so in case you plan on going to Hive Secundus and you're looking for a gang to do it with, I'll be making a video about them very soon as well. Also, if you end up using this list, please let me know in the comments boxes down below, because I'd love to see exactly how this gang works out for you. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time to play test my own builds, so I'm not really sure exactly how they'll 100% work on the tabletop. I have a pretty good idea of what they could do based on the experiences I've had with playing Necromunda. So if you do end up using them, they actually end up working for you, or not that great for you, put it in the comments box. I'd like to hear about exactly what your experiences was with this list. And of course, if you guys have any other suggestions for other gangs, please leave a comment down below. And if I like your idea, I'll make a video and give you credit at exactly the same time. So there you guys have it. That's going to be it for this one. As always, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. Your guys' input is valuable to us as always. We will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out and stay classy.